What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm going to be continuing to show you how to make the security breach Atrium in Minecraft. This is part 16, and in this one, we're going to be doing the little dioramas for the Daycare and Monty Golf sub-lobbies, along with just getting these things set up a little bit, because we had some extra time, and I figured that these were good things to do. We don't do the trees for them, but we just get everything else done. Anyway, with that being said, enjoy the tutorial, and I will catch you on the flip side. Alrighty, let's do the other two thingies. That's what I'm calling them now. That's their official name. What do I call them normally? I don't know. I called them something in the Let's Build, and I forget what that is. Anyway, you want to start by getting out the following materials: purple concrete, smooth quartz slabs, light blue concrete, mud bricks. I forgot where they were for a sec. Mud brick slabs. I'm forgetting where everything is. That's good. Smooth sandstone slabs. Sand. Snow blocks. And anything else? I guess smooth quartz blocks, but I don't know exactly if they'll be useful yet. So we're going to start with the Daycare one, and then do Monty Golf last. I think these two are probably worse than the other two, so this should just be the entire part, frankly. But if you are looking at this side again and you look at this right more of the two escalators, you want to take this front right red concrete, as per usual. You're going to count to the right from it by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and on that block you'll place a purple concrete. You'll then go forward diagonally right, forward, forward diagonally right, right, forward diagonally right, right, forward diagonally right, right 2. And if you remember the other ones, it pattern should be familiar. We'll go back diagonally right, right, back diagonally right, right, back diagonally right, back diagonally right, back diagonally right, back 2, back diagonally left, back diagonally left, back diagonally left, left, back diagonally left, left, back diagonally left, left 2, forward diagonally left, left, forward diagonally left, left, forward diagonally left, forward diagonally left, forward diagonally left, forward 2, and then forward diagonally right 1. And that should be your purple concrete circle right there. Nice. You'll extend each purple concrete up by 1. Hopefully everyone is having a good day or night. I am for the most part. I'm recording this October 1st, so I've been getting more to it with the Halloween, I guess. I don't know. I've really had a lot of it up before today, but I got a couple more things. Just kind of some finishing stuff. You then want to place smooth quartz slabs on top of each purple concrete. I ended up getting one of my props fixed, which if you watch the tree video, you'll know what I'm talking about. Tree was one of them, but that more so happened yesterday. I just didn't get to it until today for the werewolf, not the tree. You'll place light blue concrete in line with the smooth quartz slabs, filling in the top of this. There's a couple of these blocks that we'll end up replacing with sand. Yes, everyone's favorite. But we're not worried about those yet, because it's like 2 blocks on the right side or something. It's not a ton. But regardless. Oh my goodness. Love lag. Nice. Let's start with the shenanigans in general that are going on over there. So on the far right, this row of 3 smooth quartz slabs, you want to take the back one and you're going to replace it with a snow block. To the left of that snow block, this light blue concrete will be replaced with a sand, so I'll end up breaking it. I'll place, I don't know, a mud brick here for fun in line with the purple, and then a sand on top. You'll have another sand in front of that one, along with from that back one, you'll have another one back diagonally left. So you have this kind of funny shape. On top of the front and back sands, you'll place smooth sandstone slabs, not sans the character, unfortunately. And then you want to take this snow block and you're going to do the following. You're going to extend up, left, up 2, left, up, left 2, down, left 2, up 2, left 3, up 1, left 1, and then you'll just connect down to the light blue. This funny little shape you'll fill in with snow. There'll be a lighthouse on this side, but actually we can. Get rid of your snow and get out orange concrete. And if you take the top row of snow here, this little row of 2, you're going to extend left of it with 2 orange concrete. Extend either orange back by 1. And then on top of the orange, you want to do the following. You're going to place the same pattern with smooth quartz, orange, and then smooth quartz once more. And then going down, you'll just do the alternating smooth quartz and orange until you hit the floor. Or the light blue, I guess. You don't need it all the way down technically because the mud bricks cover it, but it just makes more sense to do it all and then break what we'll have to. On that note, same thing we did for Roxy Raceway with the terrain we're going to do here. So we're going to start on the front here in front of the snow. If you take this smooth sandstone slab here, you want to extend it left by 1, left with 2 mud bricks, up diagonally left with a mud brick slab, left 1, left with a block, up diagonally left with a slab, left with a block, left with 2 slabs, down with a block, left with a slab, and then down diagonally left with a block. Fill in underneath all of this with mud bricks. Not that you need to fill in the middle necessarily, but it just makes it easier to figure it out. Coming to the right side again, do these smooth sandstone slabs. You're going to leave the first one open, and from the second one, you're going to, in front of it, start going left with 2 smooth sandstone slabs, mud brick slab, 2 mud brick blocks. You'll then go up diagonally left with a slab, left with 2 blocks, left with a slab, down diagonally left with a block, left with a light blue concrete, and both on top of and to the left of that light blue concrete, you'll place a couple smooth quartz slabs. And then again, I'll fill in this row of mud brick for fun. Next row, you're starting in line with the first mud brick slab here, the furthest right one, and you'll place a smooth quartz block in front. Left of it, a light blue concrete with a smooth quartz slab on top again. Left of the light blue, you'll place 4 mud brick slabs, smooth quartz block, 2 light blue concrete, and then a smooth quartz slab. Out of these 2 light blue, you'll place a smooth quartz block on the left one and a smooth quartz slab on the right one. On the right side, this light blue and smooth quartz block, you'll place a slab in front of either. You can get rid of your purple concrete and get out warped fences, and from this left smooth quartz slab here, you'll go forward diagonally left with a warped fence, left with a smooth quartz slab, warped fence, which I placed a little early there, gap of 1, warped fence, smooth quartz slab. From the left smooth quartz slab here, this leftmost one that we just placed, you'll go forward diagonally right with another slab, right 2, forward diagonally right, and then from there you'll count right 2, back 1, slab. Ignore the shaping, I know it looks a little weird, but it is what it is. Next up, you can get rid of your sand along with, I guess that's it actually. Get our yellow concrete. And on top of the left warp fence, you'll place 2 yellow concrete. Okay, thanks Minecraft ambiance. And the bottom yellow, you'll extend right by 1. You'll then get rid of the yellow concrete and get out smooth quartz stairs, not slabs. We already have slabs. And you want to, sorry, I'm just like thinking here really hard. You'll get rid of the warp fence to get out yellow terracotta as well. And going right of this row of yellow here, this bottom row of 2, you'll extend right with an upside down stair facing right. Right with an upside down slab. And then right with a block, and then an upside down stair facing right. From this top yellow concrete, left of it, you'll place an upside down stair facing left. Right of it, you'll place 4 light blue concrete, and then a stair facing right of smooth quartz. Going left to right for the next row, you'll start on top of this stair, and you'll place a smooth quartz block. Right of it, an orange, smooth quartz, 2 orange, smooth quartz, orange. Next row, you'll place another smooth quartz block on top of this one on the far left. To the left of that, you'll place an upside down stair facing left. And to the right of that, you'll place 2 orange, smooth quartz, orange, yellow terracotta. Extend the yellow up 1, then left 1. And then going left, you'll leave a gap of 1. Place a smooth quartz slab. 2 blocks, and then a stair facing left, and you should have this. I'm gonna turn it to day real quick, because I feel like it's really dark. That's better. I think just staring at the lights is what screws it up. Minecraft doesn't really like that. Anyway, we do still have to terrain the backside, so let's get on that. We'll need a couple of the materials we had, which sucks, but whatever. Can't do much about that. So, starting from the left side here this time, you want to take this furthest left mud brick and compact diagonally left by 1 from it and place a mud brick here. Slab on top, block to the right, slab on top, slab to the right, and then you'll just fill in the underside. Next row back, you'll start in this light blue still here on the left, and you'll place 2 mud bricks extending up. And then I'll place 1 to the right and then a slab on top of that one, and then fill in the bottom. I'll then head to the other side where this smooth sandstone slab is, and if I'm looking at it, first you can get rid of your smooth quartz stairs, your yellow terracotta, and I think that should be good. And you'll get out sand and snow blocks again. And going right at this slab, if you're looking at it, you'll place snow. Well, actually, we'll go 2 snow. Then you'll go up 1. Right by 3, up, right, down, then right with a mud brick. I'll extend the mud brick down by 2 and then place snow under all the snow. And then from this point, we can do the same thing where we start by going left to right for each row. Well, I guess that'd be opposite, but whatever. You'll take this first snow block and you'll place a smooth quartz slab in front. Right of it, 2 smooth sandstone slabs. Sand. Smooth sandstone slab on top of that. Right of both the block and the slab, you'll place sand. Then from that sand, you'll go up diagonally right with a mud brick slab. Right with 3 blocks, a slab, down with a block, right with a slab, down with a block, and then as per usual, fill in the underside. Starting from the smooth quartz slab here on the left, you're going to count right by 1 to this smooth sandstone slab and place a smooth quartz slab in front. Gap of 1 going right, light blue concrete, sand with a smooth sandstone slab on top. Right of either of those, you'll place sand. Right of that top sand, you'll place actually 2 mud bricks. Slab on top of mud brick. Right 1, down with a mud brick. Right 1, right with a slab, down with a block, and again, I'll fill in the underside. The next row in front, you're going to start where the gap is, and in front of it, you'll place a smooth quartz slab, which will extend right by 1. You'll then go right with a block. Then, Go up diagonally right with a smooth quartz slab. Right with the block. Up diagonally right with the slab. Down diagonally right with a block. Right with a slab. Down with a light blue concrete, and then right with a slab. Fill in the underside here with light blue concrete. And then where you have this center row of 2 tall light blue, off the bottom one, you'll place a smooth quartz slab in front. Nice. Get rid of your smooth quartz slabs and sand for a moment and get out warped fences and yellow concrete. And just to the left of this smooth quartz slab, you'll leave a gap of 1, warped fence, gap of 1, warped fence. Again, with the ambiance. On top of the left fence, you'll place a yellow concrete and then an orange concrete. Extend the yellow right with a light blue and then an orange. And extend the top orange right with an orange and then a yellow. Whoopsies. There we go. Nice. That is most of the details other than the top of the lighthouse and the little birds done, which we can do the birds real quick. If you just clear your inventory, you only need a couple things. You just need nether brick fence, smooth quartz blocks, and andesite slabs. So if you are looking from the middle of the atrium again, we want to take this little almost hump of snow on the right, this row of 3 at the top. The center snow you'll extend up with 2 nether brick fence and then a smooth quartz block. You extend that block left and right with upside down andesite slabs, each with a regular andesite slab on top. Not a great seagull, but it's a seagull nonetheless. To the left of that, where you have this row of 3 snow, you want to take the center of it again, but count back a block. And coming up from this snow behind it, you'll place 4 nether brick fence, smooth quartz block, and then the same thing with the upside down andesite slab either side with the slab on top. Clear your inventory, the whole 3 materials, and get out the following. Acacia slabs, acacia fence, acacia stairs, and diorite walls. I didn't realize we could have fit it all in one inventory set. Whoops. I guess also get out acacia planks for fun, even though we only need 1. Off of the top smooth quartz blocks here, just going around the edges, you'll place upside down acacia slabs off of each side. Don't connect the corners, just kind of do one of these. Place acacia fence on each slab. And then on the smooth quartz themselves, you'll place 2 diorite walls going up from each. You want to do that thing where you place the acacia stairs so they all face away and they kind of create that like center point. So if you take the front left wall, you'll place a stair on the top. You'll count to the right and turn to your left, stair. Count to the right, turn to your left, stair. Count to your right, turn to the left, stair. Off the front right stair, you'll place 2 acacia fence extending up. Right of this top fence, you'll place an acacia plank. Right of that, a slab. Then down with an upside down slab. And there is your daycare little thing done. That did not take as long as the other ones for some reason, which is shocking to me. Although maybe no, they both Feather Blast and Roxy Raceway took about 30 minutes or 20 minutes each. That was like 15 or 16, so less. Anyway, on the other side, it's time for the less enjoyable one, I would say, which is Monty Golf. There's a lot going on in this one, I would say. Well, there's a good amount, but it's not like insane. You want to get out the following: purple concrete, moss blocks, dark prismarine slabs, dark prismarine blocks, cyan concrete, green concrete, brown concrete. Correction, actually, brown terracotta, not concrete, I apologize. And anything else that is immediately reasonable? Yellow terracotta. And I guess cyan terracotta, I'm not sure. Kind of just guessing. So, same thing pretty much. You want to take this left escalator out of these 2, and you'll take the front left to right if you're looking at it. You guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna count left by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Purple. Extend forward diagonally left. Forward. Forward diagonally left. Left. Forward diagonally left. Left. Forward diagonally left. Left 2. And hopefully you should get the drill here. It's the same circle we've made like 15 times. Not really. This is our 4th time making it. But 4 and 15 are pretty much the same number. Did I mess it up? No, we're good. Oh, nope, yes I did. Where did I mess it up? Oh, there. Yeah, I do that sometimes. I, like, don't... Whatever, it's fine. It's inside. No one will notice. There we go, that's better. Pretty easy to see where you make the mistake. At least for me. And extend each purple up by 1. And then, just because I find it easier, we're going to start by placing the moss blocks on top of the purple, rather than doing the slabs around it first. Since, you know, it sits directly on it, unlike, I guess, the previous one. But the other two did sit like this. So. Around the outside of the moss blocks, you want to place dark prismarine slabs just off the bottom half of the moss, and it'll go around in a circle. No extra blocks or anything that you want to add on the corners, you just want to follow it simply. Hopefully that's easy enough. And then, does this one have a pattern? Yeah, I couldn't tell you. We're just gonna, I'll just explain it. So if you take the front here, this row of 3 slabs, you want to take the left one and place an upside down slab underneath the first one. Going right, and I'm gonna just give you numbers, so just follow the shape as, you know, you count. Like if I say 4, you're not gonna go 4 out like this, you're gonna go 4 like that. The first number isn't 4, that was just an example. It's 3 blocks. Then 6 upside down slabs. 3 blocks. Then 5 upside down slabs. Then a gap of 3. 1, 2, 3 slabs open. And then you'll place 2 upside down slabs. 2 blocks. Then 5 upside down slabs. Gap of 2. Then, what is that number? 7 upside down slabs, so 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 blocks. And then the rest should just be upside down slabs, which I want to say is either 5 or 6. 6. Counting is hard. Anyway, you should have this. Starting from the back, before we just fill this in with moss, you want to take the center moss block at the back and extend it forward with a moss and then a cyan concrete. Extend the cyan both left and right with the same. So you're going to extend it both left and right by 1. And then when I say outward, it'll, you know, outward or inward. You hopefully should get the drill with that. You'll go out diagonally forward 1. Out 1. Out diagonally forward 1. Then in diagonally forward 1, and then you'll just connect together with cyan along with filling in the center of that cyan little shape. You'll then fill in the rest of the top of this in with moss blocks. And yeah. I think after this we're going to... I kind of don't want to do the undersides here, so we're probably going to do those big seating areas on the corners of the atrium next, which might be next part, I would imagine. And then from there, we'll just kind of start to fill in this, like, outer ring, and then we'll do the inner ring, and then we can start actually working up to the top level, which will take a while, I think, because the top level probably has the most going on as far as signage and stuff. Every place has a sign, really. Anyway. You want to take the... Do we want to start with the back? I feel like maybe. I feel like that'd kind of be funny. So, on these sides here, you have the... Obviously, the outermost rows of 3. You're going to take the backmost moss out of those 3. And if you're looking from this side, you want to leave 3 open on the left and then place a green concrete on the 4th. And on the right side, you will leave 4 open. And on the 5th one, you'll place a green and then they'll connect together. Yeah, this one will definitely not be easy. So, more so for me rather than for you guys, we're going to look at this from the underside here towards the center of the atrium and work that way, because that's the way I have to look to view it anyway, so I might as well just not try to flip the directions in my head, because I know that'll cause some problems. You want to go right to left on top of this row of green and do the following. You'll place 2 green, gap of 1, green, gap of 1, 2 green, gap of 1, 3 green. Next row, going right to left again, you'll place a green that's up diagonally right from the previous row, so it'll end up sticking to the right by a block. You'll then leave a gap of 2, green over this hole, gap of 1, 2 green, so 1 over the hole, 1 not, gap of 1, green, gap of 1, 3 green. Sorry, I had to think about that for some reason. Next row, you want to leave these singular greens open, but you're going to start from this row of 2 here, and the rightmost green of these 2, you'll extend up with a green and then a yellow terracotta. Left of this little gap here, you'll place a yellow terracotta over. Next little gap, you'll place a brown terracotta over. And then from that brown, you'll leave a gap of 1 and place a green. On top of that green, a brown, and left of that green, a yellow. And that kind of gives you some grass. I love the grass sprites. They're so fun to make. Not at all. That was fully sarcastic, for the record. For the next row forward, you can leave 3, which is towards the inside this time for real. So the center row of this, actually. You'll leave 3 moss open on either side and then place a purple on the 4th. Extend those purples. Sorry, I just had a moment there. Extend those purples up by 1 each. And then you'll go up diagonally in by 2. In 1. Up diagonally in 1, and then you'll connect together. Just because of those holes, we will have to fill this purple in pretty much fully regardless. I mean, you could just fill behind the holes, but that's an extra 3 steps. But if you really want to, you can. Can't say I'm gonna stop you. The next row, is that symmetrical? I just wanted to make sure that was symmetrical, which it was. You're going to, again, leave 3 open on either side and place a purple on the 4th one, so it should just be in line with the previous sides. You'll then, this one is different, so if you're looking from the front like I am, you want to extend the left side up by 2, up diagonally right by 2, right by 6, then you'll go down 1, down diagonally right 2. The next row, you want to really just take the bottom purple on either side and extend it forward by 1. And then starting from the left again, you'll go up 1, up diagonally right 2, right 2, up diagonally right, right 2, down diagonally right 2, and then down by 1. And I'll fill in this row with purple concrete as well, since there will be grass in front of this. Weird shape, but it kind of reminds me of the stone where you take the sword out of, except the golf clubs aren't in the purple like that. They're kind of just on top, which I'm now realizing is a missed opportunity and a half, but oh well. In front of the frontmost row of purple, you want to place a row of green concrete that is the exact same length at the bottom here. And then the next row up, you want to start by going left to right, and you're going to leave a gap of 1, 2 green, gap, green, gap, 2 green, gap, green, gap, and then a green that sticks over the edge. Next row, from this row of 2 green, you'll end up, from the left one, you'll go up diagonally left with a green, and then left from that one with a brown. Over the first gap here, you'll place a green above it with another one up diagonally left. Over the next hole, you'll place 2 green extending up. Over the next hole, you'll place a green that's extended left by 1. And then over this hole, you'll place 2 green extending up. And this might be weird, but you want to take the bottom green and you're going to extend it right by 1. And then both forward diagonally up and back diagonally up with yellow terracotta. So from the side, it looks like this. It looks like it reminds me of a mosquito or like a fly or something. I don't know why. Trying to avoid the obvious one there, I think. But anyway, from the back yellow, if you're looking at, well, I guess out of those two, the back one. If you're looking at the side like this, you're going to go down diagonally right with a green. You'll go down 1. Then you're going to go right, down, left 2. And that just fills it in kind of nicely. On the opposite side, you want to look at the purple again, and if you take this brown, you'll go down diagonally left with a green. Up diagonally left with a green. Then from this guy, you'll place a brown on top, along with left of that green, another brown. You extend that brown, or this one on the left, down with 2 green, and then right by 2. And that's all your grass. Is that all we can do other than the stuff on top? Yes. So, let's start with the golf clubs. The really long row of purple, the center one, you're going to place a yellow terracotta on either end. You'll extend them... Take this as you will, but you're extending them each up diagonally in with 5 cyan terracotta. They will meet at a point, but that point doesn't matter. They want to go almost creating an X like this. Of cyan. Then off the ends of those, you'll go up diagonally out with 2 yellow terracotta in addition. Take really both yellow, or I guess all 4 yellows, and extend them up diagonally in by 2. And then if you fill in the centers, it'll give you these kind of golf clubs. They are thick, wow. I did not realize that. You can clear your inventory and get out the following. Lime terracotta. Magenta terracotta. Warp fence. Black concrete. Polished tough slabs, which we'll end up using for blocks. Ochre frog lights. Smooth quartz blocks. Smooth quartz slabs and bamboo signs. And I think that'll finish this, but I'm not sure. There should be 1 block of space between the closest point of these clubs. You're not placing anything in that gap, just figured that'd be important to know. But underneath the yellows that are closest to each other, you'll place a lime under each terracotta. Connect them together, and then extend that lime both forward and backward by 1 to create a plus. Take each end of that lime and extend it down by 2. And then I'll fill in the bottom for fun. The center row of those 3, you'll kind of place an additional lime on each corner, and it should give you this not great golf ball shape, but it works, so that's all that matters. How do I want to do the sign? Let's think about this. So, you want to head down, and you're going to be... If you're on the moss, you'll be the 3rd row back. So, 1st row, 2nd row, 3rd row. And you'll be on the furthest left moss. Leave a gap of 1 going right and place a fence. Gap of 3, fence, gap of 3, fence. All warp fences, by the way. The middle fence you'll extend up by 1, and the right... That's not up at all. And then the right fence you will extend up by 3. Left one does not get touched. On the left one, though, you'll place a magenta terracotta. Extend that magenta both left and right with black concrete. And then extend the right black concrete right with 2 magenta terracotta. Skip over this fence, 2 more magenta terracotta. Next row, if you start from the furthest left black, you'll go up diagonally left with another black. Extend right with magenta, black, lime, black, 2 magenta, black, magenta, black. Going left to right for the next row, you'll place black, magenta, black, 2 lime, black, lime, black, 2 lime. Next row, again, going left to right, you'll place black, 2 magenta, black, 4 lime, black, 2 lime, black. Next row, going left to right, you'll leave a gap of 1, black, magenta, gap of 1, and then really for the rest of this, you're just placing black concrete on each lime terracotta. And then for the final row, you'll just place a singular black concrete on that 1 magenta. That is the Monty Golf sign. This one's okay. I think the one in the sub-lobby is probably one of my favorite signs in this project that I've made, but this one's just okay. Before we go to the other side, you can, on both sides, you want to take, is it this row of 2 moss? Yeah, the first row that kind of is going front to back, it's this particular row. You'll take the back more moss of the 2 and going up on each side, you'll place a polished tuff, ochre froglite, polished tuff slab. Those are the lanterns. Not particularly great, but they do the job. On the back, you'll end up taking the row of 2 moss. Just behind this row of 3, it'll be this row. And if you take the back more one of the 2, you'll end up counting into the 3rd moss in. So first, second, third. Same thing. Polished tuff, ochre froglite, polished tuff slab. Nice. In the funny little lake you made, you want to take this back row cyan, this fully flat one, and count in diagonally towards you by 1 and place a warp fence on either side. Extend either one up with 2 smooth quartz blocks. Connect the blocks together, and over the middle 3 blocks, you'll place slabs. Where each of those slabs are the blocks directly below them, you'll place a bamboo sign off each of the 3. And there you go. That is both of these done. Now, I'll hit you with one kind of filler step here to end, because we're not really at the point where I'm like, yeah, let's end, shall we? So for each of the red concrete squares here, you want to do the following. Get out these materials. You want pearlescent froglights, blue carpets, some sort of placeholder if you want. You can just use the froglights, but I'm going to use oak planks for fun. Gravel, end rods, wherever they may be, dark oak fences, and dark oak fence gates. So for each of the rectangles, you want to place pearlescent froglights on top of the red concrete, and then blue carpet on top of those froglights. We're just going to do this one step at a time pretty much, so we'll start with this and then we'll go from there. But you do want to be doing this on all of them. And then this will help us for later when we actually get to this point to where we don't want to do this. But yeah, I didn't want to have another short part. I'm trying to keep a lot of these parts in that 40-minute range. Obviously sometimes it is nice to give you all a shorter part, because I do realize 40 minutes straight to be building something of this complexity is for some people a lot and hard to fit that into a hectic day. But also, in my situation, I don't want to be recording parts that are 15-20 minutes, and then it's like, well, now this thing that would normally be taking, I'll say 30 parts for this just for fun, not that that's right, but 30 parts is now going to take 50. So there really are two sides to it. I mean, I guess also time-lapsing is a thing, but then that really doesn't change anything in that regard. Like, if the video is 20 minutes and you have to take another 15 of filling something in, then that doesn't really change the amount of time that it is anyway, which is why I've just dropped those in general, because, I mean, for the most part, sometimes they're still important to have, I think, but generally it's just like, really? You don't need to be doing all that. I don't really mind them for huge fills, but for something like this, where it'll take like 5 minutes on the recording to be like, alright guys, I'm gonna go do this off recording and I'll be back. Like, just do it on the video, please. Not even because I care to hear the person rambling or anything, but I kind of prefer to just have a better time, I guess, understanding of how long the thing will take me, because, you know, if it's a 20-minute part, and then I'm like, okay, I'm expecting to sit here and build it for 20 minutes. Maybe I only have 20 minutes, you know? Just kind of that thought process. Anyway, you should have this. Next step we're going to do is, in line with the red concrete, place whatever your placeholder may be, and then on top of that, you'll fill in the center in line with the frog lights with gravel. But let me know what you guys do prefer on that sense, like, more time-lapse segments, less, shorter parts, longer parts. I am curious. I think the 40-minute parts are a good justification, because, not that Poppy Playtime 1 was bad at the length that it was, but recording some of those was wild. Although I also didn't record that normally. Generally I record, like in this situation, I'm recording it in parts, but I recorded that in just like lengthy segments and pretty much just had each room its own video clip. So it made it a little bit different for sure. But rooms like Make a Friend, that like hour-and-a-half part, that was brutal to record. Even if I record 2 parts in a day, I still got a break between them. Like in this situation, I'll record 40 minutes and I'll chill for like 5 or 10 and then record for another 40. So I'm not straining myself or, you know, trying to do too much. But I don't know. Alright. So hopefully each of them are the same. Well, I guess actually it doesn't matter, but what you want to do is on each corner of each of the gravel, you're going to place 2 end rods extending up. I'm going to do this just one at a time for now, and then hopefully it shouldn't be too hard to understand. Going along the edges of the gravel and really off of the bottom end rod, you're placing a dark oak fence gate, really just going in each direction. So long ways, and then you just have the one connecting in the center there. On the long side, you'll connect those dark oak fence gates together with dark oak fences, and it'll give you this. I think this is a stupid design, frankly, but I came up with it like forever ago. It's one of the earliest things that happened in this atrium, so I never bothered to change it because I forgot it was there, frankly. And now I'm this far into the tutorial, so I'm trying not to change anything, unless, of course, that I'm missing something, but I shouldn't be. But who knows? That's the wrong thing. There we go. And then now we'll end the part. Yeah, that's about 40 minutes. Here's also a good point to ask. If you guys have any preferences for the next segment that you'd want to see for this tutorial, let me know. I realize Daycare has been mentioned a lot, but I'm not really in a position to do Daycare, so if there's anything other than Daycare that you want me to work towards specifically. Bakery and Mazer Size, I think, are the closest right now. Mazer Size is, I believe, done. Bakery just needs the ceiling and some ceiling details. And some other stuff I may or may not have missed. But I'm looking at that to be the next, just because that's kind of nice and easy. Anyway, once you're done that, ladies and gentlemen, that is, I don't actually know what part number we're on anymore, but that's some part of the security breach atrium complete. I should have said it in the intro, but I just keep forgetting. since it's like a week between each of these recordings, so I just don't know. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy this video, have a fantastic rest of your day or night, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.